A tragic incident unfolding in Barling, Arkansas as a vehicle plunges into the Arkansas River. The driver, Donald McGrew, still missing. 5 News reporter Laura Castleman visited with the family of McGrew, who say they are not giving up trying to find him. Laura?
Yep, that's right. It happened on Monday. Several law enforcement agencies were sent to Spring Hill Park in Barling after reports of a man driving his car into the river. They found his car, but there has been no sign of McGrew since. His sister, Rebecca Myers, says it's been a horrible experience.
I want others to remember him, that he was funny.
Rebecca Myers says an eyewitness watched her brother's car go into the Arkansas River.
I was notified on Monday evening about 3 o'clock that my brother had driven into the Arkansas River, the Spring Hill ramp in Barling. Explained that my brother had went down the ramp full speed into the water and he never resurfaced. He was able to get to the top of the surface and start swimming. He swam for a little bit, fought it, and went under. Law enforcement and all the agencies, all the surrounding agencies, they have went above and beyond what we expected them to do. They were out here Monday and all day yesterday. They have exhausted all their resources.
Myers says unless they have a sighting or more information, the search will not continue. Barling police say the investigation is still open.
You know, as a sister, it's hard for me just to go home and wait. I want to do something. You know, we have walked the riverbanks, we've driven, we've walked, we've hiked.
Myers says she's now asking anyone with resources to help search.
If I knew of anybody, I would be out there in a boat right now searching for him. I know he's out there, and I want to be there when he's found, and I need help finding him.
Myers says she wants her brother to be remembered the way they remember him.
Funny, hilarious. He thought he was a comedian. He even did open mic in Las Vegas, was a little comedian, and we loved him dearly. I need help finding him. You know, our family wants closure for him.
McGrew's niece, Rachel Cooper, told me her uncle's mental illness was clearly bigger than him, but he has a family that loves him, and that her family wants him to be remembered for his comedic demeanor, not this moment. Laura Castleman, 5 News.
All right, Laura, thanks. Investigators are treating the case as a possible suicide. Now, the 988 Suicide in Crisis Lifeline is a hotline for people in crisis or for those looking to help someone else. To speak with a trained listener, just simply dial 988. New tonight, a Bentonville detective cited by Arkansas Game and Fish after he allegedly fired a gun near bystanders at a country club in Rogers. Last month, 2 people were fishing at a pond in the Shadow Valley County Country Club when a man in a golf cart shot a .22 rifle in their direction. The man was Detective Dustin Epperly. According to him, he was aiming at geese on the pond. He was later cited for disorderly conduct and hunting regulations. 5 News has reached out to the Bentonville police for information on his employment status. We have not heard back, and you can read the full details on our website at 5newsonline.com. In Sebastian County, a judge delaying a trial for a man accused of a fatal hit and run. John Bailey is charged with negligent homicide and leaving the scene after an alleged incident in March. 53-year-old Warren Campbell was found injured at Tennessee Road just south of Fort Smith. He later died at the hospital. Bailey was arrested the next day after video led police to his vehicle at a local business. That trial now pushed back to December 1st. A recent surge in shootings in Fort Smith has the police department taking action now to keep the community safe. Police say they are forming a violent crimes task force in response to a recent rise in gun-related calls. They say overall gun-related crime is trending down over the past 3 years, but they say they believe a task force will help combat a, quote, small number of individuals they say are responsible for a recent uptick. The new task force combines specialized officers and resources to go after violent offenders, strengthen community partnerships, and keep the public updated as progress is made.
Person's lost their life, there's been property damage, it's completely unacceptable, and even though our violent crime is trending downward over the last 2 years, we want to get ahead of something like this before another tragedy occurs.
If you have any information on these recent shootings or suspicious activities, police ask you reach out to them or Fort Smith Crime Stoppers at 78-CRIME. 2 children killed, 17 people are recovering after a shooting at a Minneapolis Catholic school mass. 14 children between the ages of 6 and 15 were injured by gunfire at Annunciation Catholic School this morning. 3 other people in their 80s were also shot. The FBI is investigating the shooting as an act of domestic terrorism and hate crimes targeting Catholics. Yvonne Rodriguez joins us now from Minneapolis with the latest.
In the first week of classes at Annunciation Catholic School, an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old are dead.
We lost 2 angels today.
The FBI says 23-year-old Robin Westman opened fire through church windows where children and their teachers were praying during Wednesday morning mass.
Children were ducked down, adults were protecting children, older children were protecting younger children.
17 others, including 14 children, are wounded but are expected to survive.
My friend Victor saved me though, because he laid on top of me, but he got hit.
The FBI says the shooter, who graduated from Annunciation's grade school in 2017, acted alone and died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Officials are now working to find the shooter's motive.
We're also aware of a manifesto that the shooter had timed to be released on YouTube. This manifesto appeared to show him at the scene and included some disturbing writings.
Gun magazines shown in the videos list the names of 6 mass shooters, including Adam Lanza, the 2012 Sandy Hook Elementary School shooter, whom the suspect wrote they had a deep fascination with. Democratic Mayor Jacob Frey said it's on leaders to stop future tragedies.
We've got more guns in this country than we have people. And it's on all of us to recognize the truth and the reality that we can't just say that this shouldn't happen again and then allow it to happen again.
Ivan Rodriguez, 5 News.
The White House ordered all flags to be flown at half-staff at all public buildings and military bases in honor of the victims in Minnesota. They will remain that way until Sunday. We'll, of course, keep you updated on this investigation in Minnesota on 5 News Plus. Any press conferences or live breaking coverage will be streamed for free on that smart TV app. The events on Monday at the U of A in Fayetteville and today in Minneapolis can certainly weigh very heavy on the minds of faculty, students, and their families.
The reactions of, I'm not going back to class, or I'm not going into that building, I'm not walking across campus alone. Those are all absolutely normal reactions.
Sage Small is a local mental health counselor at the Guidance Center in Fort Smith. She says the last thing you need to do is keep the anxiety and fear bottled up.
We always want to address it on the acute side as well, of talk to somebody, be open about it. And if we're seeing those same heightened responses and fears still in 90 days from the event, then we may start talking about okay, it's time to truly address this with somebody.
As for parents, she says it's very simple to play a huge role in making sure your child is safe.
Talk to your administrators and your teachers. What are the policies and procedures in place? What are measures that you guys do in drills? How can I prepare my child at home? What are some things that I can talk about? Because even if it's not an active on-site shooting incident, we still experience stress from having to think about being prepared for those events.
Bottom line, Small says don't be afraid to talk. That goes for both students and parents. She says the longer you put off talking about your concerns, the worse anxiety gets.
When we connect with other people and we share those experiences, we find we're not alone. And that is so important to also our mental health safety.